Good evening. My name is Camille. I'm here with this week's Good News Report. Our South Haven students have been learning about mindfulness by listening to music. They colored pictures that showed the emotions they associated with each song. Their school advisor, Ms. Melton, led a discussion on why they drew what they did. Ms. Hernandez, Ms. Hernandez and her Warrior Time class had their first session of Monahan Mondays. The students used the time each Monday to participate in activities that promote social, emotional learning, and team building. Portage Township Schools would like to extend a huge thank you to Felix Innovations for donating brand new winter coats, hats, gloves, and wool socks to our students. The kindness of our community partners make a difference in our students, our school, and the entire Portage Township community. The spellball team at Fagley Middle School has had a strong season, working hard to make improvements throughout. At their last competition, November 5th, their team member, Liam, had near perfect round. Congratulations to Liam and the rest of the team. Chrisman Elementary teacher, Miss Chamberlain, recently dressed in cardigan to celebrate kindness in honor of Mr. Rogers. She asked her students to express their kindness by filling out kindness cards and hanging them in the hallways. Our Ellsworth third grade students are learning about the brain and which parts make them feel different emotions. They recently brainstormed how to calm their amygdala when they're mad by making cool-off flowers. This is a part of their lesson on mindfulness conducted by their school advisor, Ms. Wyatt. The Portage High School Health Sciences 1 class recently attended the Health Occupational Students of America State Conference in Indianapolis. While there, they visited Lucas Oil Stadium, where they participated in various team building activities. The class frequently worked on leadership and teamwork skills, which are so vital to the career in the health industry. Our students at Fagley Middle School attended their annual candlelight in each year. The students dressed up and gathered for Thanksgiving meal. The tradition was started over 30 years ago by retired Fagley principal and PTS assistant superintendent Terry Lavinda, who passed away recently. Fagley principal Ms. Caballero read a tribute to him and led a moment of silence. Fagley is proud to be able to continue the tradition each year. During last week's late start Wednesday, the Willow Creek Middle School staff learned what it was like to compete in an activity with very little direction and no defined object. They were given a deck of playing cards, and few directions on what to do with them. However, they didn't know what the outcome of each direction would be, creating confusion and frustration. This led to a great discussion on why having clear, defined learning goals is important to how teachers can communicate these goals with students each day. Congratulations to Willow Creek Middle School. Congratulations to Willow Creek Middle School's We the People team on winning first place at the regional competition and bringing home 2 individual division awards this weekend. They will compete in the state meet tomorrow in Indianapolis. A group of 120 Fagley Middle students earned a completely free field trip to the Museum of Science Industry through a giant accelerometer. To qualify, students had to meet reading, academic, and behavior goals to be placed in a raffle for a museum trip. While at MSI, the students explored electricity and natural forces of the wind and water movements, a World War II submarine, artificial intelligence, a NASA spacecraft, aerodynamics, genetics, biomedical, and biomechanical aspects of human body, and so much more. Portage Township staff attended a Portage Economic Development Corporation luncheon to present Manufacturing 300 and Healthcare 300 programs. 2 of our PHS students spoke about their experience and shared what they learned. Thank you to the Portage Economic Development Corporation and the Portage High School Guidance Department for organizing this valuable trip for our students. You'll need to look a little harder to find the turkeys at Kyle Elementary School. The 2nd grade classes recently read a book, Turkey Trouble. The book is about a turkey who disguises himself in order to avoid being eaten on Thanksgiving. After reading the book, the students disguised their own turkeys and wrote about their creations. In preparation for Fagley Middle School's recent candlelight in, Fagley teacher Mr. Heimberg gave a group of his students a lesson on how to tie a necktie. This valuable skill will serve our students well into their adult lives. The Willow Creek Middle School Student Council was able to provide Thanksgiving dinners to 11 families this year. They have been completing fundraisers throughout the year to be able to purchase full meals for the families. The 8th grade college career readiness students recently learned about some of the options they have after high school. Ms. Martinez, the admissions director at Valpo University, presented College Admissions 101, which gave the students important tips for applying to college. The PHS French Club made another visit to South Haven Boys and Girls Club for another monthly activity fun with kids. This month focused on spending time in the Education Center. High school students helped with homework, played games, read books, colored, and just spent time and fun together. Upcoming events. Tonight is Fagley's orchestra concert at the West Auditorium at 7 o'clock. Tomorrow is PHS orchestra concert at the West Auditorium at 7 o'clock. The Willow Creek orchestra concert is Wednesday at Willow Creek Middle School at 7 o'clock. The Fagley Choir will perform their holiday concert on Thursday at the PHS West Auditorium at 7 o'clock. The Willow Creek Choir concert is next Monday at 7 o'clock at the Willow Creek School. The PHS Choir will perform next Tuesday at 7 o'clock at the PHS West Auditorium. The PHS piano class will host their recital next Wednesday in the PHS West Auditorium at 7 o'clock. The NHS Fun Fair will take place December 13th from 6 p.m. Families, children of ages 12 and under are invited to join them for fun games. Tickets are $4 per child. You can see me. The PHS gymnastic team is hosting a camp for students in grades kindergarten through 8th on December 14th. South Haven Elementary School is hosting their Breakfast with Santa event on December 14th from 9 to 11 a.m. Tickets are $5 for adults and $3 for children.